It is in your home, or it could be in your home, and you wouldn't be able to see it, you wouldn't be able to smell it, and for many families, it's slowly putting their health at risk. Radon is a silent gas linked to lung cancer, and experts say thousands of homes may have dangerous levels without anyone ever knowing it. So today, we're joined by Philip Ray Gibson, NC Radon Program Director and Coordinator, and so he's here to talk about the danger of radon and how you can protect your home. And so I think a lot of people think, hey, if there was a deadly gas in my home, I would know it.
You would not know it because you can't taste it, smell it, or see it. The only way to know how much radon is in your home is by testing.
And so some people would say, oh, maybe that's all for just old homes, or maybe that's just for new homes.
Yeah, any home type, and that's whether it's a ground level single family home to a mid rise or high rise condominium building, could have elevated radon level. It's from uranium that's naturally found in the ground, and yes, there are areas that are more geologically prone to have uranium with radon being elevated. However, we build buildings, concrete, sandstone, gypsum board, and those building materials, particularly for large scale buildings, retail or commercial or even schools, but also high rise, mid rise condominiums may have building materials with uranium in it. And the only way to know is if you have radon, elevated radon in your home, is by testing. There's even outdoor radon levels. So we're always going to be exposed to it, but it's just a matter of how much are you being exposed to.
So the problem is like the radon being kind of kept in your house or kept in your apartment building or kept in your school, that kind of thing, and just drenching the air with it. So what happens when you have too much radon exposure?
So we're talking about lifetime exposure, and we can determine some risk for your um, potential for lung cancer based on the level, how much you've smoked in your life, and also the length of exposure. So you test your home, you find out you have 4 picocuries per liter. Not that that number is magical, I'm just using it as an example, but you have 4 picocuries per liter. That's when we strongly recommend that you hire someone to lower the level. The risk out of that level is for a never smoker is 7 out of 1,000 may get lung cancer. But if you've ever smoked 100 cigarettes or more ever in your life, then your risk goes up by 10. And so your risk is 62 out of 1,000.
Gotcha.
So
Okay. And so
sorry.
everybody's exposed. Okay. How does the radon actually get into our house?
So in the matter of the ground, so certainly uranium is decaying and those gases or those elements are being released and they're surfacing, becoming available for a building that has negative pressure, heat rises and so forth. So our homes or buildings are like vacuums, drawing those gases inward. The pathways could be the cracks in the foundation. Hopefully, you don't have that, or the joints between the wall and the floor, or maybe openings around your plumbing or electrical. So it's coming through those pathways. And the way that it's being drawn in, again, is the negative pressure inside the building. And then we're exposed to whatever levels inside the home or building. And we breathe that in because we're talking about radiation that doesn't go through your skin. It only gets into your body by inhaling it.
Okay. All right. So we need to test our homes. So how do we do that? There is a radon test kit, and really, they're not hard to use.
They're not. The ones that we have listed on our website are disposable test kits. You should have confidence in those. Most retail stores also sell, hardware stores in particular, sell short term disposable test kits. And that's really all you need in order to determine whether or not you have a high level. If the first test kit shows a high level, we recommend that you follow up with the second test kit just to validate before you have to hire someone to install a system.
Okay, so it's really something that you take out of the package and you leave in a room, and you leave it in a room for about 4 days.
Actually, 4 days would be the maximum, and it needs to be in your home for a minimum of 48 hours.
Gotcha. And so you basically leave it there, you leave it in a room that you normally stay in.
Mm-hmm. So it's the lowest level of your home that you live in. So if the basement, if you happen to have a basement, if you don't live in that space, that's not where you test. You test the next floor up. You do not test in the crawl space because no one should be living in the crawl space. So you are testing for exposure.
Okay, so not in a bathroom, not in a closet, not in the kitchen, probably in a bedroom that you're in all the time, and put it somewhere away from the fan. Thank you so much for your time and your expertise, and we're going to have more information with the link when we put that on the website. That'll be in the Two Wants to Know section of our website.